Alright, what is going on, guys? Real Touch GML here, and today I'm going to be starting up a new series, and this is on a Java project from beginning to end, going from scratch to a game. And we're going to be doing some pseudocode and just really the process that you need to take in order to make a game that you want. So what I usually do is I go into Notepad here, and I start writing down some ideas, right, for this game. Now, I generally do have a concept. In this concept, I want to make like a space game. This stuff that we're doing here can easily be converted into any game that you would like. But yeah, we're going to be using or creating a space game essentially, and we're going to be using a lot of different attributes than I would usually take on creating a game like this. So for instance, we're going to be using buffered images and pixels. We also are going to go into creating sprite sheets. So you would, like if you've ever made a Minecraft texture pack, that is a sprite sheet. Notch used a sprite sheet to create Minecraft, its textures. So we're going to be creating a sprite sheet to create our textures in this game. So that'll be pretty cool. Oh yeah, sorry I haven't been making videos lately. That I have been sick, so still am a little bit. So you might hear it in my voice, but yeah, hopefully I can still bring some pretty good quality. So we're going to be using buffered images, pixels, sprite sheets. We're going to be using a buffer strategy. Now this is not normal pseudocode. Pseudocode, if you don't know what pseudocode is actually, it is kind of like writing out, giving yourself instructions on what you're going to do. So you could say, make a class, create a window. So obviously if you put this into Java or something, this obviously wouldn't work. But it's just kind of guidelines that you can follow. So make a class, create a window, create your buffer strategies, all that stuff. Start up your pixels, stuff like that. Create a sprite sheet. That is actual pseudocode. You get the point. Yeah, we can go ahead and so yeah, we're gonna be creating a space game here, and what I want in this game, obviously our spaceship. That's going to be key, and I want it to be able to, it shoots, obviously, and we could say like 3 different kind of bullets, and these bullets can be picked up. Just sort of setting the guidelines for what you want. So spaceship, I want 5 different enemies. Probably won't get into 5 different enemies, but you see how it is. Again, we want it to be a sprite sheet to load in all of our images for our game here. Obviously we're gonna have I don't know. You get the point. This is how I would go about doing something. Maybe I could even get to the point where I could open up paint.net and I could start, drawing how I want my game to look. So we could have, stars here. Right? Now, the stars have to be in here somehow. So how the heck are we going to implement the stars? These are stuff like that. So we could say we could actually generate white pixels for the stars. That's something we could do instead of wasting our sprite sheet and creating like a little star background. We could actually make that into pixels, and then we could have our space guy here. There he is. There we go. And we'll make a little window on him. There we are. And we could maybe have in our game. I find it's very helpful to get a visual. But obviously I won't spend too much longer, so we can actually start coding here. But just trying to find we could get like meteors flying at you, and you have to actually dodge the meteors. And you can shoot the meteors. There's your shooting. And it could break open, they break open into smaller pieces, maybe. We can just go on here. Break into smaller pieces, so you have to dodge these smaller things. But also they drop, like it's something that you can, something that you can collect. Okay, that's not gonna work. Something that you could collect, like the bullets we were talking about. So yeah, that's pretty good visual on what we have in mind here. That's kind of what we're going to be setting up for this whole tutorial series. But yeah, for this series I want to just not go fast at all, and I want to just do the minimum amount of code and then explain a ton of it. So you're not just copying code, you're actually learning on what to do here. So I'm going to open up Eclipse, and someone had said that their Eclipse did not look anything like mine. So I'm going to show you how to set up the actual Eclipse like I had it. I can just exit that out here. This is pretty much how I had it. We got our Package Explorer. If you don't know how to get any of this, there's quick access up here. Just type in Package Explorer, click it, and it should pop up. And if it's over here, say, and you want it over here, you can just drag it. Eclipse sometimes has a little problem with that, so it could be a little bit difficult. But as you can see, we don't have a console, so I can type in console. It should give us a console. And I actually like the problems and the console. I like to see them both, so we can do something like that. We can see console and the problems now. Outline I don't use too much. Navigator though I do use. So there we go. Now we got Navigator and Package Explorer. So this is basically how I have it set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new project. So I'm gonna go to, or you can right click here, Java project. Or if you don't have Java project, just type or click project, and then you can go to Java project. So I'm gonna use 1.7. You could use 1.6. I'm gonna use 1.7. I'm not sure if that's still in beta or not, but yeah, I'm gonna use 1.7. And if you don't know the difference, that's fine. You could just go with 1.7. So I'm just gonna call this space game, and there we go. And now we have our space game folder, our source, and our JRE system libraries, which is basically everything we need. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to right click on this on our space game here. I'm going to go new folder, name it res, and right click on our space game, go to properties, Java build path, in the libraries tab, add class folder, and right click or click that res, press OK. So that's going to add it to the build path, so we can actually access that res folder, which is where we're going to keep our sprite sheet in there. So yeah, we can go ahead and create the class now. I'm not sure how much we're going to get done, but what we're going to do is we're going to create a package first. com.game.source.main is what I usually like to do. But if you if you don't know what a package is, basically a package is, I like to think of it as just organizing everything. So we would have our main here, and if we wanted to go into, say, our players and our enemies, I would put that in an OBJs, which is objects path there, and it'll separate it all in these folders here, like folder looking things. So right click on that new package, add a class. I'm gonna call it game, and as you can see, here it is. I'm gonna do a couple things though to it real quick. So in our general appearance, colors and fonts, under the basic text font, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to just make it a little bit larger, so about 12. There we go. And I'm also going to show the line numbers, so go to preferences. I think it's Java code style. No. Where is this? Editor. No, I had a problem finding this before. Right there. Editors, text editors. Right here. Okay. So general editors, text editors, show line numbers right there. Apply it and press OK. Now we have line numbers. So now I can go ahead and just extends canvas and implements runnable. Now we do get a few errors here, but that's alright, you can ignore them for now. What I do actually, if you did not know, if you do Control-Shift-O or Command-Shift-O, depending on what operating system you're on, it'll actually import all of the stuff and organize them for you. So that's what I do. I don't really, you can hover over it and just import manually, but like that. But I just like to do Control-Shift-O. It's a lot faster, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I do. Extending canvas right now, what we're doing there is we're just taking basically everything that's in our in the canvas class, which is part of our JRE system library here. It's part of Java already, so this is not a pre-made class that we've made, but you can go ahead and take a look in there. But it's basically just taking everything from that class and bringing it into this class, or yeah, letting us use that. So we could say this dot. Alright, we'd have to be in a method here, so let me just show you this dot, and then here's some stuff that is in our canvas class that we are allowed to use now, basically. So a lot of stuff, and our implements runnable is part of a thread, or gets accessed by a thread, which is why we get this error, because implementing runnable actually requires a certain method. And yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to know the difference between a method and a function is in a class and a function is not in a class. So that's basically what that is there. But yeah, go and leave a like, go and subscribe. Next tutorial, we're going to go ahead and continue and start up some of the some of the game here, some of the game code, and get into creating our window and stuff like that. So go and leave a like, go and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Peace.